Whew, this statement from Blizzard is downright insulting. Look, yesterday's video covering everything that was going on with Blizzard, I don't know if YouTube is like suppressing these type of videos. I wouldn't be surprised if they were. Everybody's covering it. Young Yeah, Angry Joe, myself, and everyone's videos didn't do as good as I thought they would. So I'm going to leave the tweet that's sharing this video in the pinned comment. If you use Twitter, please share it. Or if you use Minds or Facebook, definitely get this out there because people need to know just how deplorable Blizzard's behavior has been in capitulating to the state, we'll call it. And look at this statement. So they actually put out an official statement on 10/8 that kind of flew under the radar. This is their official statement, all right? And here's what it says translated. We are very angered and disappointed at what happened at the event and do not condone it in any way. We also highly object to the spreading of personal political beliefs in this manner. Bull! Bull! All Blizzard does is spread personal political beliefs. Effective immediately, we've banned the contestant from the events and terminated work with the broadcasters. We will always respect and defend the pride of our country. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. And the backlash has been swift and ruthless. You see all sorts of people quitting. Here's Brian Kibler, who's a very famous Hearthstone player and caster, writing a long post in which at the end he says, I won't pretend to understand either the intricacies of geopolitical situation in China, Hong Kong, or the full extent of Blizzard's business interests there, but to me, this penalty feels like a deeply rooted in both. The heavy-handedness of it feels like someone that Blizzard makes an example of Blitzchung to not only discourage others from similar acts in the future, but appease those who were upset by it in the first place. This kind of appeasement is simply not something I can in good conscience be associated with. When I learned of the ruling, I reached out to Blizzard and informed them that I will no longer feel comfortable casting the Grandmaster Finals at BlizzCon. I will not be a smiling face on camera that tacitly endorses this decision. Unless something changes, I will have no involvement in the Grandmasters going forward. You see official mods stepping down. After 4 years of being a moderator for this sub, an advocate for this game, I am leaving the moderation team as this is no longer a company I want to support or follow. I appreciate the community and my time spent with y'all. Good luck, Blizzard. Marco Rubio. Politicians are getting in on this, and I love it. I love it. He says of the situation, recognize what's happening here. People who don't live in China must either self-censor or face dismissal and suspensions. China using access to the market as leverage to crush free speech globally. Implications of this will be felt long after everyone in the U.S. politics today is gone. What a great statement. What a great statement. This is exactly what's happening with the NBA. This is exactly what's happening with Blizzard. Their own employees. There's a big statue in front of the Blizzard corporate office that has different sayings on it, two of which are think globally and every voice matters. And you can see some employee has taken to covering up both think globally and every voice matters. This is truly a good sight to see. Internal U.S. employees pushing back against us. And this isn't about, to be clear, this isn't about whether or not you agree or disagree with it, which, by the way, I can't see how you would disagree with liberating Hong Kong, but I don't understand the intricacies either. This is about a U.S. company willfully doing the bidding of a overbearing, censorious company. There's no other explanation for it. Blizzard has not come out to say, look, we did this on our own volition. They have not come out to say, no, Tencent didn't make us do this. So we have but only one conclusion. And on top of that, remember, Blizzard is a company that is constantly virtue signaling. So would they have banned him if he had said something like "Glory be to China" or something like that? No. Would he have said? Would they have banned him if he said something like "Black Lives Matter"? No, they wouldn't have banned him for that. They banned him to protect or to react to and protect their Chinese interests. Gamers propose punishing Blizzard for anti-Hong Kong partisanship by flooding it with GDPR requests. They are feeling regret now. When I was watching their stock yesterday, the decision came out. Initially, their stock dropped a decent percentage, but it has since recovered because apparently Wall Street doesn't have any faith in the U.S. gamers sticking to this, and maybe they're right. Being a global multinational sure is hard. Yesterday, World of Warcraft maker Blizzard faced global criticism after it DQ'd a high-stakes tournament winner over a statement of solidarity with Hong Kong protests. Blizzard depends on mainland China for a massive share of its revenue and can't afford to offend the Chinese state. Today, outraged gamers on r/Hearthstone forum are scheming a plan to flood Blizzard with punishing expensive personal information requests under the EU expansive GDPR. I definitely disavow this. This would certainly be awful if it happened. Blizzard depends on the EU for another massive share of its revenue, and it can't afford enormous fines it would face if it failed to comply with these requests, which take a lot of money and resources to fill. Being a multinational is indeed hard, but it's cute to see the global capitalism's potential downfall in the welter of jurisdictions the largest corporations seek to have presence in. They can maximize their profitability. Here we have, to whom it may concern. I am hereby requesting, according to Article 15 of GDPR, please confirm whether or not you're processing my personal information as defended by Article 4, Section 1. In case you are, I hereby requesting access to the following information and all their personal information. If you do not answer my request within the stated period, I am reserving the right to take legal action against you, lodge a complaint with the responsible supervisory authority. And they have to comply with this. They have to. After Hearthstone player ban, Blizzard in hot water with lawmakers. Quote, Blizzard shows it's willing to humiliate itself to please the Chinese Communist Party. Over the weekend, Blizzard Entertainment banned a Hearthstone player for participating in tournaments after he voiced support for HK protesters. Now the U.S. senators are criticizing the game's publisher for its move. Blizzard shows it's willing to humiliate itself to please the Chinese Communist Party. Senator Ron Wyden said, quote, no American company should censor calls for freedom to make a quick buck. And then goes on to quote, recognize what's happening here. People who don't live in China, we talked about that quote. On Sunday, Hearthstone player Blitzchung was interviewed after Grandmaster's match. At the end of his spot, he covered his face with a Hong Kong protester-style mask. Liberate Hong Kong, the revolution of our age. Only a few hours after the event, Blizzard and Hearthstone publisher issued a statement saying, while we stand by the right to express an individual's thoughts and opinions, players and other participants that elect to participate in our esports competition must abide by the rules. Bull! You do not. Senators aren't the only people upset with Blizzard's decision. There appears to be internal dissent at the company as well. We talked about this. Values like think globally and every voice matters that are displayed at the offices have been covered by paper. Taiwanese caster who was fired by Blizzard in tears. Hard work goes in vain. Banned from Overwatch as well. Casting opportunities gone. So they banned him from Overwatch. They removed his opportunity to do any casting, completely erased it. This is disgusting. I don't know how else to put this. Indy agrees. Please share this out. And if people are asking questions, look, you don't have to understand every subtle intricacy of the HK situation. What you have to do is understand that Blizzard is willfully demanding their players and their employees self-censor themselves in favor of money. Remember that. That's exactly what they're doing. They're willing to force their own employees at esports competitors to self-censor themselves. Now we see more and more casters putting up signs. There was a American University last night tournament where a players held up sign. I 100% support this. And you know what? I'm not telling anyone to do anything, but I can tell you this. if at every major Blizzard professional esports stream and YouTube video and tweet was flooded with memes and references to this, I think it would only be fair. Disgusting behavior from Blizzard. I'm done with your products until you make this right, which I'm not optimistic you will, but let's keep the pressure on, keep sharing people's videos on this, and let's tell them this is unacceptable. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon. Hey, thanks so much for watching this video, and I really hope you enjoyed it. Above, you'll find some links to watch more videos, as well as a nice big button to subscribe, which I hope you'll do. If you did enjoy it, make sure before you go that you leave a like and a comment on the video, because you are the #1 reason this channel continues to grow, and I appreciate you.